we are live. Woo! We're live. Bitcoin's crashing. Doggy's crashing. Oh no, what's going on? Monetization? Nah, I don't want to monetize right now. Ooh, what's up, everybody? I'm gonna log in for a quick half an hour, quick hour maybe, just to kind of talk about crypto and what's going on and stuff. It's crazy what's going on, man. Would I buy Doggy at 5 cents? Yeah, I've already talked to you guys about this before. Doggy it's moving, dude. I mean, there's no there's no resistance right now. Look at that, no resistance down till 7 cents. I think if we break 7 cents, I there's a big chance that we'll go down to 5 cents. Maybe I'll start buying there, probably. But oops, gotta put the. Can everybody hear me? I just want to make sure that everybody can hear me and stuff. Yo, Tilray, dude, Tilray is killing me. But yeah, still, I'll cover. Well, I actually logged. I mean, I want to talk mostly about crypto, but I'll do Tilray a little bit later and stuff. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Everything's crashing, bro. Like everything's going down. I mean, Doggy broke resistance at 24 cents. Look at that. I mean, we might bounce off this 200 MA like at 15 cents or so. I doubt it though. I doubt it. I think everything's gonna keep going down for a while. I mean, I told you guys my original thesis on what I think is actually gonna happen with Bitcoin. Let me see if I have my everything set that I can show you guys. I actually set it up on Bitcoin. Let me see. There we go. So, I should have saved it or something, but I mean, essentially, what I wanted to show everybody is that I do think that Bitcoin's gonna keep going down. I mean, look on the stock. We haven't even sold off all that much. We have a long way to go for Bitcoin to actually travel a little bit more on the downside. But yeah, man, it's crazy. I mean, everything Doggy is going. I think Doggy's going down. Audio's good. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, I think Doggy's going down. Bitcoin's going down. I don't know, man. Everything is starting to really kind of show, right? So, we'll look at Doggy really quick, just because I know a lot of people, have been asking me about Doggy and stuff. To be completely honest, I think I like Doggy, right? You guys know I like Doggy. I've liked it for a very long time, but ever since Elon Musk started pumping it, I hated it. Like, I don't want to say that I hated it, but I just, I couldn't support a crypto that was strictly moving just on tweets, right? Like, the only reason you guys saw, it was pretty easy to spot. This move right here, from here to here, this whole move, all of this whole thing, this only happened because Elon Musk was tweeting, nothing else. This was not organic, right? Like, that move was not organic. Like, everything down from what, let's go at 5 cents, right? Down up to highs of what? Highs of, you guys did an 11x. I mean, if you bought at 5 cents, if you bought at 5 cents, you made an 11x return in about 30 days, which is absolutely insane. Even for crypto, to be honest. Well, mainstream crypto, right? You guys can see those kind of returns on like shitcoins and stuff, or like meme coins, whatever. But as far as like this momentum play right here, this is all Elon Musk, regardless of what anybody tells you. This is all Elon Musk. And as soon as Elon stopped, I don't want to say necessarily promoting Doggy, but as soon as Elon stopped tweeting, this is what you get right here. This is what you get. And the reason that it's even worse is because it's not holding up to Bitcoin. Like, it's not, when Bitcoin goes down a little bit, Doggy tends to go down even worse, and it's not holding up as a stable crypto anymore. Not like it was back from January to like May-ish and stuff, right? Like back peaks up here of like May. So all this is unorganic movement. This is all Elon Musk tweets, and that's why I think that it's dropped. I do think it's going to drop down to 7 cents though. I think we're headed that way pretty easily, to be honest. Did you know this was going to happen, Tony? Yes, I did. I mean, I've been telling you guys ever since, I think, when did I start saying that I thought Bitcoin was going to crash? February, March, I think. I don't want to say that I knew this was going to happen. Like, nobody knows for sure, like 100%, but I had a pretty good idea. And actually, you know what? And I'll show you why I actually thought that Bitcoin, oh, damn. I'll show you why Bitcoin was actually going to drop so massively. So if you look at the month chart, we can see that Bitcoin has had historical rallies of dropping a certain amount on specific time frames, right? You know what? Let's do a different. Where do I have it set up? I have it set up on Bitstamp, I think. So here we go. This basically goes into all the charts that I have set up and for Bitcoin and stuff. So let me zoom in here to give you guys a better idea. But historically, I kind of marked up all the drops that the MACD was giving me, right? So it was back in June 2013, again February 1st of 2014, August of 2016, February of 2018, September of 2019, and then also that downfall for May of this year. Historically, Bitcoin drops in two sets. Bitcoin can either drop on the first set, which is 40 to 50% in about 90 days, which is this first phase here. This is phase one. So I'm separating what can happen into two phases. This is phase one. We're completing this phase with June being with June closing bearish. That's what I'm basically putting this on. If June closes bearish, which I'm like 99% sure it will, this is going to be the end of phase one. That's it. And like I said, historically, Bitcoin tends to drop either 40 to 50% on a 90-day time frame, or it likes to drop 70 to 80% on like a little bit over like 250 days or so. And that's what it usually tends to happen. Like look what happened back in when we hit highs in 2017. It dropped 80% in 365 days, 70% in 273 days. We have this drop of 60 days. This drop of 40% in 60 days. Again, another drop of 80, 90% in around 425 days. And then another drop of 70% about 90 days. So usually it's either going to be a drop of 60 to 90 days, and that's going to be a 40, 50% correction, which is what we're doing now, right here. If we close July bearish, there is a strong chance that we're going to go for this play right here, which is the full 70 to 80% drop between 250 to like 300 days or so, right? So I think at worst, if we drop maybe 80%, there's a solid chance we can go back to like 12K in like over 250 days, right? Let me put that right there. But if we drop only about 70%, then we're doing around 20K. So as of right now, I think we're headed towards that 20K mark, which puts us at, basically close to this support or the monthly support of right here. So it puts us at 19,652 and 22 cents. Again, that's kind of a rough estimate, but that's basically where we might end up. And then the next actual historic drop, or the next drop that can possibly happen, I actually think would be right here. It'd be right around this area. I think the next drop would be 13, 14K if we do manage to clear phase one by closing July in bearish sentiment again. So there really is only two things that I think can happen. We either bounce from here and we go to the upside, but again, this won't happen until July. So I think that we can. Where's my arrow so I can? So I think we actually create bottoms actually somewhere close to like maybe 29, 30K, and we basically shoot up in like the next, I don't know, like 200 days or so, right? So we basically go back to like all-time highs, or we from that same exact spot we go all the way down to possibly 19K, and then from there we move down even further to like 14K or whatever. So I do think that these are the only things that can possibly happen. We either bounce from here, we shoot up back to all-time highs, or we go back down to like $19,000 and then possibly like 14,000 bucks. Um, but again, that all really depends on how we close June and July. I really think that there's a very big chance that we do close bearish for July, because already for June, for June, we're definitely going to close bearish. I'm like 100% sure. And then for July, I think that for July we're definitely going to be closing. If we close bearish on July for BTC, I think we're going down definitely to 20K if we haven't hit it. If we close bullish, I do think that within 200 plus days minimum, I do think Bitcoin is going to do minimum like a 3x. So I do see Bitcoin at like a 90K if we close bullish June or July. You're a genius, man. God level. I don't know, man. Not really a genius, dude. It's just, I'm playing probability, bro. I'm just playing like what I think can happen and like the most likelihood of what can happen, basically. I mean, to be honest, Bitcoin would still be at 10K if it wasn't for Elon. Not really. I mean, Elon bought Bitcoin like around 30K. So not really. I don't think Elon had a lot to do with the move from 20 to 30. I think Elon had a big part to do with the move of Bitcoin from 30K to like 50K or even 60K, right? But like I said, I think Elon had a big part in both Doggy and Bitcoin. I think that I think that he definitely had a significant part to do with Doggy's movement to the upside. And with Bitcoin, I only think he had anything to do with Bitcoin as soon as Tesla bought in, and also what is it called? As soon as yeah, I think that's it, right? I think it's the move up started when he bought into Bitcoin and he said that Tesla was gonna buy. But yeah, I think that's basically kind of it. What else? You said it rhymes historically. It does. I do think that none of this structure is gonna be exact to the date. Like it won't be exact, right? I'm telling you guys right now, nothing is gonna be 100% exact, but everything tends to kind of rhyme historically on what these things are, right? Like, or else you wouldn't have these instances of Bitcoin dropping in such a close manner. Like you wouldn't see it drop 70% 3 or 4 times. You wouldn't see it drop 40% 3 or 4 times. You would see different drops of like, 10%, 25%, 26, 37, 87, things like that, right? But they're all relatively close to each other. And it's all when my reverse MACD is basically telling me to sell my longs, which is basically all these green points right here. And it's when everything was creating tops too on the Stoke. So right here, you guys can see the green dot. Stoke created tops, and it had a clear red cross over the blue line. Just to keep it simple, again, green dot created, a clear red cross over the blue one. Green dot created, red over blue. 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 Like, it's not very hard. And I mean, the more complicated part is trying to forecast where something is going. I mean, if I started shorting Bitcoin as soon as this gave me a signal back in May, I could basically assume that everything from 37K to 58K, I would have been short. And guess what? A month later, I would have been in complete profit, because guess what? We're at 37 and we hit lows of like 29. So even at the latest even if I was going to short at like the most furthest down of that open candle, I would still be shorting at 37K, which means I would still be in profit. But yeah, I mean, it tends to rhyme historically, and I do think that Bitcoin, there's no coincidences in the market. I like trading technical analysis because it's proven to me that it can forecast things pretty well as far as my own strategy. That's why I use it, because I do think it's helped me. It's helped me a lot, especially just kind of determining where I think momentum and price is actually going to and stuff. Next question, Blue Core. let's say Bitcoin goes back to 12 to 20K. When the next bull run starts, do you really believe something like Bitcoin can be worth 100K? Or will Bitcoin go from 10K to 50K and fall again? So, um, I released a video called My Bear Thesis on BTC, and what I think can happen if Bitcoin rallies. So let me get rid of these indicators so I can respond to you and make this a little bit easier to kind of understand um, what I think is going to happen. Depending, and I actually did this analysis already, so I'm not going to do it again because it's going to take time. But what I think is going to happen is we're going to be looking at as soon as we start closing on the bullish side on the monthly chart for Bitcoin. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking the lowest price from phase one, which is this section right here, which is the bear cycle, and we're going to be multiplying it by 3. That's the minimum, right? So again, Bitcoin historically tends to rally 3x to 15x, kind of dependent on how much it dropped or what the price was. I don't think Bitcoin is going to do a 15x on this bull run. I think that's absolutely insane. If it happens, great, because I'll probably be buying a lot of Bitcoin. But I do think at minimum, we can expect a 3x from phase one bear cycle lows. As of right now, the lowest point of Bitcoin that we have seen is going to be this point right here of, what is it, like 29,768, basically like 29,000, 30,000, right? Obviously, that multiplied by 3 is going to be 90K. That's where I get my minimum rise once we actually hit the bull run. But again, this can definitely be a lot lower. I'm only using this 30K because so far, this is the lowest amount or the lowest price for Bitcoin that we've seen. If for some reason, during this like mini bear cycle, we actually see lows of like 19K, then we would just multiply that by 3. So 19, basically 20,000, right? Multiplied by 3. In the next 200 plus days, there's a 90 plus chance that there's like a 90% chance that we'll see like a $60,000 Bitcoin within 200 plus days of when that low was created. So, but that's only if we actually start closing bullish on these candles. So, for example, right here, we close bullish. Basically, on the end of the actual run, like when the low was actually created, 200 plus days tends to give us the actual estimate. So, you know what? Let's just give you a quick example. So, forecast. Look at the low. The low was created here on the last bear cycle, and then the actual high was done right here on 400. Oh, so this one actually took 400 days from low to high. So it's about a year. I think I already did the TA on this where I thought it was like 200 days or so. So I would probably go, that was probably a bad example, but I would say that the average is going to be roughly about 200 days or so from when it actually closed to the next peak or so. But again, this all really depends on what the actual low is of the bear month. So for example, if we were to create bull candles right now on the monthly, that means that we would use this low of 30K from May's low right here, and we can expect a 90K Bitcoin within 200 to like 300 days or so. That would be kind of my thesis on what my forecast would be for where Bitcoin would rally in the next, if we actually start going bullish and stuff, When is Tony and Charlie D'Amelio duet coming out? Bro, I don't. If I were to not use TikTok, I would have no idea who Charlie. What is it, D'Amelio? I would have no idea who she is. I'll contact her, bro, and I'll see if she wants to duet or something. Are gap ups one of your favorite strategies? They are. As far as long term, I do think that gaps in the market are either my favorite. Well, I don't want to say my favorite, but it's definitely a huge impact of where I see a certain taker like long-ish term, right? So, I'll use a SPY for example. I'm pretty sure I have it already set up on a gap. So right here we can see that there's a gap on the SPY between what 400 and 403. So I mean, I would definitely think that the SPY is going to come back down to these levels again. There's no timeline of when this will actually get created. I mean, sorry, there's no timeline of when this would actually get filled. So I mean, as you can see, we actually just created a gap from what is it, 419 to 418-ish, but that gap got filled today. This one still has not gotten filled, and I am almost 100% positive, especially with the SPY, that this gap eventually is going to get filled. I would not be buying shorts right now on the SPY, just because it definitely has a lot of buying power to the upside. But as soon as the month chart, as soon as we close any single month on the SPY, if it closes bearish 100%, I will be buying puts about a month or two out just to play that drop. On average, you see drops on the SPY from 20 to like 50 points once these bear months start happening for the SPY. So we'll take this for example, right? We had a high of what? 279, low of 254, so 20-point drop. Again, high of 293, low of 231, so it's like a 60-ish point drop. COVID, we had huge drop of 339 down to like, what was this, like 220 or whatever? What was the low here? Like 217, right? So it really depends on the actual, like every single drop is going to be different, but on average, we do see about a 20-point drop. So if we actually close, for example, June bearish, if I get a red signal here, if I get a green dot here, 100% I'm buying puts for SPY a month or two out, and I'm buying the minimum 20 points from the highest created price of that current month. So, for example, the highest price that we've seen on June is 423, or 425 really. And I would start buying puts about a month or two out of like $405, just because that would be easy money. I'd put like 10K in this play just because I would think there'd be like a 99% chance that this position was gonna hit. To be completely honest, I would go all out. If there was a play that I was gonna go all out on, it would be this SPY play if we ever do close bearish. But yes, gaps. I do love gaps. I do think gaps are a very strong sentiment of where market longer term can go. So if price is down here and there's a gap that was created like up here, I would 100% think that it's gonna retest and gonna fill that gap up eventually. There's no time frame, but eventually it's gonna get filled. So hopefully that answers your question, Marcos Guzman. Hopefully that answers your question, bro. BTC to 5K again. I wouldn't say 5K. I think that's a little too bearish for me, but I would not be surprised if we see like 15 or 20K. To be honest, only 5 likes. Y'all smash the like button. Yeah, dude. I mean, if you guys are watching it, you guys can hit the like button for me. That'd be great. I mean, I hear that it helps out a bunch of YouTubers. I'm still a fairly new YouTuber, so I don't know how much of an impact it actually has. But I mean, there's a reason. I guess all these YouTubers say like, yo, smash the like button and stuff, whatever, right? So if you guys can hit the like button, I guess that definitely helps me a lot, and it would be super cool to have like maybe 20 likes on this video and stuff, man. That'd be crazy. What time do I check market in the morning and watch? As far as what time do you check? I mean, I would. I mean, it really depends on your positions. I mean, if you're long term, I wouldn't check at all. If you think Tesla is a good hold long term, buy Tesla and then let it run to like $1,000. Don't look at it for like a couple years, man. But if you're trading, then I would probably recommend that you check every hour or so. You know, just for like your own sanity. I wouldn't. It's trading. I don't want to say it's hard. Yeah, trading is hard because not everybody's successful, right? But it's more stressful than anything, man. Oh, dude, thank you. Who said? Dope, go crazy, bro. You just got me like 13 likes in like a minute. That's insane, man. Thank you. Thank you to everybody for liking the video. That was like we just had like a 100% jump in likes in like 30 seconds, bro. That's crazy. But yeah, as far as checking the markets, it really depends on what kind of positions you hold or what kind of trader you are. If you're an investor, buy tickers and don't look at it for a couple years. If you're a trader, you're probably looking at the market every hour or so. Do you believe Dogecoin will drop under 1 cent again? So here's the thing. I like Doggy a lot. I don't know if it'll drop under 1 cent, but I would not be surprised if I ever see Doggy under 1 cent. To be completely honest, I think Doggy is a great project. I think it's super cool. I think it's fun. But as far as what I actually think is gonna happen, what am I using? What did I just trying to get that Bittrex? There we go. This is where all my stuff is. There we go. So Doggy hitting under 1 cent would be, where would it be? Like down here? That's a big drop. I think that Doggy definitely has enough support. What lows did we hit? We hit lows of, damn, 16 cents, man. That's crazy. I do think Doggy can hit lows of 5 cents and 7 cents. And there's even a possibility of it going back down to like 2 cents or whatever, right? Like down like here maybe or so, back like where January prices were, like right here somewhere. I don't know if it actually will. I think Doggy has enough of a support to stay around this price range at least. I think eventually, maybe a couple years from now, I do think Doggy might actually retest these highs of 70 cents. So if we drop to 5 cents, 7 cents around this area, I'm going to be loading up on Doggy maybe like 10K or so, just as fool's insurance. Again, this is just fool's insurance, and this is on the indication that Bitcoin actually starts closing bullish. But I would not be surprised if I drop like 10K on Doggy at like 4 cents, 5 cents. To be honest, I think that would be my play. Like if we ever see a 5 cent Doggy again, automatically expect me to buy it, to just throw 10K like that at Doggy at like 5 cents, 100%, 5K, 10K, somewhere around that, at least a couple grand into Doggy if it drops to 5 cents. I think there's a lot of support there. As far as an actual project, I really doubt that. Doggy's gonna do anything significant, to be honest. Apart from it just being cool and fun or whatever. Shout out to the Dogecoin millionaire. I hope he sold. Because I know he's probably hurting a lot right now. Yeah, man. I think right now the Dogecoin millionaire, I think he bought like at what, 5 cents? So he should only be up like 3x right now. So I think he's probably only making like $500,000 right now, which is not bad, but still compared to his $3 million, man, I feel bad for him, to be honest. I hope he knows what to do with his money, or it turns around and stuff. But apart from that, yeah, I think Doggy's cool. I don't really believe in the future as far as like the projects that it has, but I do think it'll survive 100%. I do think that anything between 5 cents and 7 cents around this area, 100%, I'll be dropping like at least minimum. I'll be dropping 5K around this area. I still like Doggy, but as soon as, like, if Elon Musk starts pumping it, like if Elon Musk starts pumping Doggy, I'm like out, dude. I don't like Elon Musk pumping Doggy. I don't think it's good. Thoughts on AMC? Man, you guys know how much I hate AMC, man. Like, I've lost so much money and been so wrong on AMC. I don't even want to do TA on this anymore. I'm not gonna waste my time on AMC because you guys know how much I suck at this ticker. But if I had to guess, I would say that it's gonna fill these gaps. Look at these gaps. Gap at $34, gap at like $50. We still have the crossover. Like we still have the crossover on the weekly. Like I think there's a strong chance that it goes down to $30. To be honest, that might be a new floor. I don't know. I don't really want to talk about AMC anymore. I don't want to give bad advice, man. So, if you guys are watching me on AMC, don't take my advice on AMC. You guys know how wrong I've been on AMC. Every other ticker, I can guarantee you that I'd be relatively accurate on anything else. But for AMC, I think you guys all know that it's like the only thing that I'm continuously wrong on. Like I hate AMC and I can't do AMC. I can't, and I think I'm gonna stop doing TA for AMC altogether just because like I can't I can't do AMC anymore. Are you expecting GME will hit 180 by tomorrow? So I do think GameStop is going to hit 180 this week. It might not hit 180, but we actually did already create lows, right? Didn't we get close to 180? We did like one. Oh wait, that's my bad. Not this. Here we go. So GameStop today had lows of what? 190, 197. So I do think that. Yeah, I think if I buy, I think. Let's see, would be 190. Would be 190. Yeah, I think if I buy in, I don't think I'm gonna wait till 180. I think I might buy in at 190. So if GameStop drops anywhere to 190 bucks sometime this week, more than likely I will be buying in. Just because it is staying consistent to the trend, which is right. Actually, let me extend that a little bit more. So this is basically the trend that we got right now, right? Trend that's going on is all this going on. But we do have a second trend down here basically running that started back at what, January 11th on a price zone of like 13 bucks. So we can either follow this trend and fall all the way back down to like, I don't know, like 140, 150 or so, or we can bounce off the current trend that it's made. And we can bounce off these 190 levels towards the upside. Again, why am I bullish on GameStop? There is a gap. There's a big gap between, let's look at the gap, right? There's a gap between 288 and 296. So that's not necessarily a small gap. What's the gap here? What's the percentage? 2%. So that's kind of I mean, that's not a big gap, but it's not a small one. It's a 2% gap, about $7. 100% I am bullish on GameStop. It needs to fill this gap eventually. Someday it's going to fill this gap. So if you're buying down here, maybe 50 years from now, you'll make money because guess what? There's like a 99% chance, 95% chance that this gap is going to get filled. But to answer your question, yeah, I do think there's a strong chance that GameStop goes down to 180 this week. And more than likely, I will be buying GameStop possibly closer to the 190 price instead of waiting for 180. So I might do a video just kind of updating everybody. But just look, I completely forgot that I set a trend line for GameStop's price. But I think if I do buy back in, or not if, I am going to, it's going to be closer to the 190 mark as opposed to the 180 mark. But I still think that GameStop is going to be touching 180 and possibly touching it this week. I do think there's a really good chance. Travis Winslow. Oh, dude, thank you. Why did you? Thank you. Well, I mean, you're welcome, bro, but I don't know what I did for you. Travis Winslow. Did I do something for you? Travis, bro. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Woo, you're the second person to give me a super chat, bro. I think the first person to give me a super chat was like a live I did like 2 weeks ago, and somebody gave me like $10, man. It was like the best feeling ever, bro. It was super cool. Super amazing. Thank you for that, bro. Appreciate that. Let me see. Tony, I sold 4 covered calls for AMC at $95 2 weeks from now, but I'm scared because of how volatility the stock is and afraid of selling at 95. Is there any way I can back out and still keep it? So you can buy back your calls. If you sold $95 calls for 2 weeks out for your AMC shares, you should definitely be making money on those. I would strongly recommend that you keep those calls and buy them back on the date of expiration. I really doubt that AMC is going to see $95 in 2 weeks. But again, I have been wrong on AMC literally every single time. So AMC could jump to $100 tomorrow, right? Like I would not be a good person to ask about AMC. But if you want to buy them back, you can buy them back. You should be able to purchase them back for a lot lower than what you sold it for. So your premium, let's say you got paid $100 premium, you can probably buy those calls back for like $20, man. Like, and if you're scared about volatility right now, you should probably buy them back now that AMC has kind of a bear, not a bear sentiment, but it's not exactly going full bull mode right now. So if you're gonna buy them back, I mean, if you're scared, just buy your calls back, dude. They should probably be worth a lot less than they were before, which means that if you got a premium of like $100, then you should be able to buy them back for like $10 or $20, man. I think you're solid. Hey, what about Shiba Inu? Will this survive this bear market? I do think Shiba's gonna survive the market, or if we actually have a crazy like bear market. I mean, it's on crypto.com, it's on Uniswap, it's on Binance. I mean, it's on a lot of exchanges. So I mean, I would not be surprised if what is it called? I would not be surprised if Shiba is still here in like another couple years. To be honest, I think I don't want to say it's a solid play, but I don't think it's gonna die. I don't think Shiba's going to zero, regardless of what kind of meme or shitcoin I think it is. I really doubt that it's going to zero. Ugh, let me get some water, man, because I've been talking for this long. Gets my throat all dry, bro. Dogecoin millionaire is not selling. I mean, I wouldn't sell now either. I mean, if he's holding right now, I wouldn't sell. I would wait till Doggy maybe goes back to like a couple more cents. If I was him, I wouldn't sell either. Like, what's the point of selling now? Also, what crypto are you most bullish on long term? Long term, I'm still most bullish on Bitcoin. But I think if I had to pick one that's probably gonna grow, I would strongly say that it's more than likely gonna be Ethereum. I think Ethereum is gonna possibly beat out Bitcoin maybe sometime in the future, just because I do think that Ethereum's tech is absolutely nuts. But yeah, I think Ethereum would probably be one of my bigger plays. I think my biggest position is ADA or ADA and Matic. I think on each one I have maybe like 8 or 10 grand on each one. But those are my biggest plays right now. My biggest positions is ADA and Matic right now. I think as far as alts, I think those would probably net some of the biggest returns, to be honest. Check out ATOS getting uplisted to Russell 2K. I have not been seeing ATOS. I have not been, I haven't been looking at it, to be honest. But I'll look at it today. Torch, Orf stock or both stocks crazy? Have you been following both stocks? So Torch and Orf, I haven't actually. I don't really like playing a lot of meme stocks. We'll look at one of them. We'll look at Torch. Let's see, because I've been hearing a lot of Torch. So let's look at Torch. Torch Light Energy. So at least as far as, look at that, man. Look at that. I would not be buying into. I mean, you guys would already know why I don't want to buy into this. Look at that. Look at that huge ass gap, bro. Look at that. Man, that's gonna last. That's gonna be a heavy drop when it drops. Look at that. $6 to $8. That's like a 30% upswing right there. That's a 30% gap for the month. Week. I mean, week is still strong. Week is still strong. The week chart is still relatively strong. We just had this. We just had the cross of the 50 MA. Well, what the heck? We just had that 50 MA cross over the 200 on the weekly. Like, this is, I mean, that's a good sign. That's a real good sign, especially on the weekly chart. What does the daily look like? Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say I'd be, damn, you guys, you have more gaps over here, man. Look at that. Wow, look at that. Look at these gaps, dude. What is wrong with this ticker? Look at that. Another gap from $3 to $4. That's like another 25, 30% gap right there. I'll delete this because we don't need it, but I mean, if I had to guess, I would say that Torchlight is still probably going to keep going up, to be completely honest. I think it still has a very strong chance of shooting to the upside a little bit more. where would be its next stop? Where would you go next? Extension. So, next stop for Torchlight would be somewhere along the range of maybe 16 bucks, man. I mean, if we do break this level, which is that high you guys just created for the... Oh, no, you know what? This is actually not accurate because we are using the weekly chart, and the weekly actually hasn't created a... The weekly actually has not ended. We're actually just on the weekly now. It's too high. High to low. So on the fifth, look at that. Damn, look at that perfect touch of that 989 level. If we do break this level, Torchlight, I do see it going to... Yeah, man. Next stop is going to be 15 bucks if you actually manage to close a bull candle above this price of $9.93. Yeah, next stop I think for Torch is gonna be 15 bucks. Especially with how the chart looks right now, I don't want to say I'd be okay with buying here because it has these gaps that need to get filled, but yeah, you know what? I would maybe take a small position in Torchlight because I do think that there's a chance that it might actually go to 15 bucks. Man, this is tempting because all signs right now point to it being I would have to see how it plays right now, just because last time we created on the hour chart and we did a perfect sell. We went from tops of what, $6.60 down to lows of $4.89. So you might actually drop down to like $8.30, maybe somewhere around this area. Bounce off of that and then probably shoot up to 15 bucks. But I think Torchlight is definitely, I would not be surprised if we see Torchlight this week hit 15 bucks. I guess I'll go out and basically say that I'm bullish on Torchlight right now. This is the first time I'm looking at the chart, but even with the gaps down here, everything looks like it's going to be towards the upside. And I do think that next stop for Torch is going to probably be $15.24. Man, you know what? I might buy a call tomorrow. Shit, that's actually a good play. Silver Burst. Oh, dude, thank you. Silver Burst 1227. Bro, thank you. How do I, man, I wish I could pin that comment to like the screen or something, but thanks, bro. I don't get a ton of money right now, but trying to say thanks for all the content and directions into TA. You are welcome, dude. I appreciate every single dollar that gets super chatted to me, man. That's insane. And the fact that people are actually just giving me money or like donating is insane, man. Thank you guys for the support, bro. Thank you. I mean, you're the third person that gives me a super chat, man. That's absolutely insane. Thank you, man. I'm still kind of in shock because I'm not what is it? I'm not like a YouTuber and stuff. Everybody that's like, all famous or whatever. So all this is new to me, Just like you guys, this is all new to me. I have no clue what's going on. People like Travis gave me $5 earlier. You give me $5, like just like that, like $10, bro. That's insane. Thank you guys so much for the support, bro. And I hope that my videos can help you out and stuff. And I will be releasing more how-to videos, like explaining Fibonacci, how to trade my own strategy and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll definitely try and do more videos and stuff on that to help you guys out. But thank you, Silverburst 1227 and Travis, man. Thank you guys a lot. How much do you want to bet that 187 was the bottom for GameStop, right? I mean, one of us will be right? Either you're right or I'm right. And I gotta swing more towards me being right. But I don't think that 197 is the bottom. I do think that GameStop might see a little bit more of a downside tomorrow and possibly this week. But I will be buying back into GameStop at a little bit of a higher price that I initially thought of buying at 180. I might be buying back in at 190. But it all depends on how I see the market tomorrow. I got to really gauge on the momentum that GameStop has because it is trailing down. And it does look like the week is going to be moving more towards the downside. Like we have 3 days left to close this week bearish, but if this week closes bearish, 100%, I think we're going even lower, to be honest. Every single instance of GameStop closing a bear week, the following week actually creates lower lows. So if this week closes bear, then I more than likely will wait to buy in until next week, just because I do expect an even lower GameStop price for the upcoming week. Let me see. Tony Clove opinion. CLOV. I still think it's going down. I'm gonna try to focus more on Bitcoin on for this video, but I'll see if I can sneak in a CLOV thing a little bit later. Bro, what do you think about Fubo TV? It's been going up since last month. I think Fubo is. I think I already did a Fubo TA. I think I liked Fubo short term. I forgot where I was on this. Where did we cross on the weekly? We crossed. I guess it was probably right here, back at 19 bucks. I actually saw the cross at $19. It was creating a perfect buy back here. So more than likely, if I made a live on this, if I was on live and I was talking about Fubo, I was probably saying that, yeah, I think Fubo's gonna run for a while. So I would have probably gave the indication to buy somewhere like around 19 bucks or so. But yeah, I think Fubo is still relatively strong. I think if it breaks 32 bucks, it's gonna go straight to $44. There's no support, there's no resistance around these levels, like right here. You know what? There actually might be now, because I haven't done TA on this in a while. Would it be? I mean, there's no. If there is support, if there is resistance, it might be like at 40 bucks. But I'd say hold a little bit longer, because Fubo still looks like it has plenty of time. Yeah, I think it's gonna run. Look at that. Oh, dude, this is gonna run. Fubo's gonna run. I do think this week. Let me see what it does historically on an oversold chart right here. Oh, come on, give me something good. Oversold, not really oversold. Oversold. So kind of oversold. It ran what? Yeah, look at that. It's giving me. It's almost the perfect. The perfect. Kind of over. Oh, dude. You know what? I'm buying calls on Fubo tomorrow. I think this is gonna run. I think this is gonna hit like 40 bucks within the next 2 weeks or so, or even maybe this week. I think. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Let me see what happened last time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for high. So yeah, I think I'd buy maybe 3 week out calls. 3 week out? Yeah, I'll do. I might do like a month out call for Fubo. I think this thing's gonna keep going, man. It just closed bullish today. I would definitely be buying calls on Fubo for like a month out. There's a very strong chance that we hit like 40 bucks within 2 weeks or so. I'll buy one call tomorrow, and I'll show you guys. But yeah, Fubo looks nuts, man. I didn't even see the chart, dude. That looks crazy. I think Fubo is 100% bullish right now. Yeah, I'm buying at least one call tomorrow. So hopefully that answers your question. Travis, dude, Winslow. I don't listen to you when Doggy was at 3 cents. Oh, I didn't listen to you when Doggy was at 3 cents. I had 600,000 Doggy traded out of everything. Since then, I have learned the lesson. I have learned to listen to you. I mean, I don't want to say that I'm right. That was fool's insurance, right? I think Doggy was more fool's insurance. It wasn't necessarily always going to be this high without Elon Musk's tweets and support. So, don't feel too bad, bro. I mean, it definitely sucks. I know how it feels to have a position or not have a position, and seeing it run, right? Like that's just being part of the investment, like I guess sector, whatever, or trading, anything like that. Like there's gonna be obvious tickers that you miss. There's gonna be runs that you miss. Don't feel too bad. There's always opportunity in the market. Like it just happens, dude. Don't beat yourself up too bad about it. I just hope that I can help you make that 600K thousand Doggy coin. That would have been, how much would that have been, bro? 600,000 Doggy. That would have been that would have been like 400,000 bucks, like 400,000, or like $500,000 at like 70 cents. That would have been crazy, dude. But yeah, don't beat yourself up, man. Don't beat yourself up too much, bro. It happens to everybody. Oh, super chat. Oh, I'll go to that one right now. ATOS kind of gamma. Maybe I haven't looked into it, so I don't know. Money printer go brrr, as Wall Street says. Do you still believe in SPY puts even if they turn on the printers? So I do believe in SPY puts. I do think SPY. The only way that I believe in SPY puts, I'm not. The only way that I would actually believe in SPY puts is if the month closes. If the month closes bearish. So we're right on the edge, bro. Right on the edge. The only way that I would actually think that SPY puts are gonna print is if June closes bearish, or just any month really closes bearish. Plus, we got that gap to fill back at like $400. I actually did sell my. I had what did I have, like $5,000 worth of SPY puts. I think I sold everything. What's today? Monday? Did I sell today? I think I might have sold today actually. My SPY puts. I think I sold my SPY puts today. I made like $1,000 or whatever, just because I wasn't following my strategy. I'm buying before confirmation. And what do I always tell you guys? I don't trade based on speculation. I trade based off of confirmation. And guess what? There is no confirmation that June has closed bearish yet. We're not gonna see the actual confirmation on June till for another 8 more days, right? So until June closes bearish, or until a month closes bearish, I'm not going to be bearish on SPY. I do think that the Fed and everybody else is, or there's going to be too much money being pumped into this. But as soon as I get a trigger that the stock is too high, oversold, and we actually get a bear signal on the SPY, immediately I'm buying a month out, 2 month out puts on the SPY for at least 20 points down. I'm like 99% sure those are going to hit every single time, but only if June actually goes, only if June actually closes bearish, or any month really. ORPH went up crazy last week, $5 to $77. Damn, then it tanked to $10. That's what happens, bro. I mean, you can't really. The only way to actually put in money, like the only way to make money off of these meme stocks, is to get in really early and then have it pump and stuff. What would you normally use the 4-hour chart for versus the 1 week chart? So the 4-hour, I use it kind of based off of confirmation of where certain price is gonna go, right? So how can I give you an example? Like let's go with USD CAD. Let's go with the forex pair, right? Because I mean, you guys know that I trade forex and stuff, right? So for example, let's go with the day. On the day, we would have, look at this. I mean, we would have an obvious signal for a buy. And guess what happened? For the next day, we had the stock creating lows. What happened? We ran from here all the way up to here. On the 4-hour, let's actually set something up really quick for you guys. So I'll probably go into this a little bit deeper later. But it's more of a confirmation of me of how much price can actually move, right? So if we go down to the 4-hour, we can find that vertical line that we just added. And guess what? Now, every single time that now I know the day chart is bullish, so I tend to ignore these bear signals, and I would only buy on the actual red triggers. So for example, I wouldn't buy on any of these, to be honest. I would probably be buying back here on the day, and I would be monitoring the 4-hour to see how strong the pushes are. So every single time we see red, it pushes up pretty hard. Green, it pushes down, right? But for the most part, once we actually start getting to the oversold in the stock, and the red triggers start happening, we start seeing these bigger pushes. But it really is just kind of like a confirmation of where price is headed. So if the day chart is showing me bullish momentum and the 4-hour is showing me bearish, I would still use the day chart as a bigger indicator of price moving up, and the 4-hour kind of being like a very, very, very short term indication of where price is going. And it's more about time, really. It's about time with the indicators. It's about time with a certain stock or ticker, whatever. But it really is just kind of like further confirmation of like a trend up or a trend down. I guess I don't know if that made any sense to anybody. I hope it did. I felt like I didn't explain that all that well. Silverburst 1227, bro. Thank you. You're the GOAT, bro. Thanks, bro. I mean, all these things, man. Thank you guys so much for all the donations, bro. That's crazy. Marcos, dude. Oh, we're here to support you from the jump. keep it up, and hopefully you can throw some how to videos at us. I'm trying to learn order flow, but it's tough. Order flow is tough. I wouldn't know how to help you with order flow. I actually don't know on the order flow unless you're talking about an options chain. Then I can help you out. But I will be releasing a lot of how-to videos just to kind of help you guys out. I will be explaining my strategy, my forex strategy. I will be releasing a forex EA that's coming out later, but that has to be consistent to where it makes me money like 5-10% every single month, which it has been. But I'll talk about that later. But yeah, thanks so much for the support, bro. But yeah, I mean, I'll try to release as many videos as I can to help you guys out because, I might not always be here to say certain things, right? But if I can help you guys like to trade, then that way you guys don't have to rely on one person. It's you guys basically. But yeah, man, thank you guys so much for the support. And thank you guys for all the donations, bro. That's insane. Thanks for always keeping it 100, big dog. Thanks, Isaac, bro. I really appreciate the love, man. Like all you guys, man, that are donating and stuff, dude. That's insane. I'll probably log off in like 4 minutes just because I've been live for like an hour and I gotta go hang out with my wife and my baby. So I'll probably see you guys in a little bit. But when you lose a lot, how do you get your confidence back? I mean, it sucks when you lose a lot of money because it's just the nature of things, right? Like if you're trading and if if you're swing trading, you're options trading, whatever, you have to automatically assume that money is gone. Like that's what you kind of have to think about it that way. I will be showing you guys how to set sell limits, stop losses, take profits, so you guys don't have to look at anything and you guys already have everything kind of set up. But it's really just about having confidence in your strategy and following your strategy to a T. I think I cannot tell you guys how many times I've lost money because I don't listen to my strategy. I only lose money when I listen to other people or when I get sentiment from other people. If I listen to my own strategy and if I follow my own strategy, my losses are extremely, extremely limited and my upside is huge. If I listen to my strategy. But once I start listening to other people, I'm done. Look what happened with AMC. I started listening to other people. I would buy calls randomly. I would buy puts randomly. I would short it, make it go up, whatever, and I would always lose. Why? Because I'm listening to other people. If I just focused on my own strategy, I would have probably been somewhat profitable, man, or at least not lost as much, right? But it's really just about setting up your own strategy and following it to it's like your religion. That's really it, man. But it sucks. I'm not gonna say that it doesn't. It sucks, man. Losing money always sucks, but you just gotta make it back, bro. I mean, there's always like I said, there's always opportunity in the market. There's always a chance to make everything back, as long as you trade correctly. Yeah, hopefully that helps. Spy super bearish on EW charts. EW chart? EW? I don't know what that is, man. I don't know what the EW charts are. Maybe you can comment, see, and ask me what it is. Do you do forex TA? If so, what's the crystal ball say on AUD USD? No worries, if not. Yeah, I mean, that's actually where I learned to trade. I actually learned to trade on forex, man. And I don't use this. So I hope you're listening, bro. Let me see. You're the one that Silver Burst. Yeah. So Silver Burst 1227. This is probably. Let me see things. So I'll do this one, AUD USD. So AU. This is actually, if some of you guys don't know, I hope you're still on, dude. Silver Burst 1227. I hope you're still on, bro, because I'm gonna go into AU. I actually learned how to trade on forex. That's where I actually learned. That's where I started trading. That's where my account is and stuff. Do I have anything set up for AU? Kind of. I'll start from scratch just because remove drawings. I don't want to remove my indicators, but I do not use these indicators to trade forex. 100%. I do not. I trade divergence. I don't know if I've told you guys this before, but on forex I trade divergence. I don't trade anything else on forex. My strategy is very simple. It's not complicated. And I can basically show you guys how I do it right now. So I trade Divergence, all I really have is the 50 MA and the 200 MA on the actual ticker charts. On the bottom, I have this called TDIG or the TDI. It's basically RSI with the 50 MA and then some Bollinger Bands on it. My settings are going to be, just because I've done this a couple of times, so RSI period 13, bandwidth 34, fast MA is going to be 7, slow MA is going to be 2. What we're looking for here is divergence. So the easiest way that I can kind of put this is when trading divergence is I trade based off of trend. I only look at trends. So you know what? If I had to go into analysis of what I think AU is gonna possibly do, like a really quick analysis, you know, I'll just do this. Where are my templates, man? Templates. Those aren't it. Templates. There we go. So if I had a quick guess on what's going on with AU, I would, let me make these charts a little bit nicer to see. AU, I would probably say that we are going to, let me see, what does a month chart look like? Month is bearish. The week is still relatively bearish. What does the day look like? The day looks like it's going to create a perfect buy-in actually for the day. But we just had that crazy news on the USD, so I don't know, man. I think there's a strong chance that AU might come back and retest, like maybe, let me see where. It might retest like 0.75644, like around that level, and then shoot back down. We are trading under the 200 MA on the day, so this one's kind of hard, to be honest. Or we might actually just bounce off this level. I don't know what honestly, I don't know what I would take right now. AU, I think AU is still kind of up in the air. I don't think I would play AU right now, just because I think there's not an easy indication of where it's actually going to go. So I don't think I would play AU at all, to be honest. I mean, what does the US 30 look like? Currency, capital, US 30, currency, sure, we'll go US 30. So the US 30 looks decently okay. Yeah, everything's kind of sort of in a weird, oh, what the heck? I'll delete, I don't need that right now, but yeah, I wouldn't trade right now just because there is a lot of news coming out for the dollar, inflation, all that stuff. If you had to absolutely trade AU, I don't even want to give on an answer to that, to be honest, man. I don't want you to lose money. Silver Burst 1227, bro. I think I'm gonna stop there. I don't want to give you any false information. AU, I have no idea what it can do right now. If it was any other ticker, I'd probably help you out with like a different currency pair. But AU is kind of like in the middle zone. Like it can either bounce off that 200 MA or that 50 MA on the day or weekly, or it can shoot back down. I think right now it's rallying on news. The dollar is rallying on news, and I think it's probably gonna stay like that. Yeah, bro. Like that one's a tough one, to be honest. If you want to learn how to trade forex, you know what? I'm gonna make a video specifically, like for you, dude. What my strategy is. I'll probably release it sometime this week. But thanks for that donation, bro. I'll release that video on what my strategy is for forex. But it's called divergence, hidden divergence. That's basically all I trade. I don't really trade anything else. Do I have an example of what I was looking at? Man, I don't have any examples of what I was looking at before. USD, JPY. What was I looking at before? I hate that I don't know what I was like looking at before. But I was already gonna take a trade, but I forgot which one it was. But yeah, bro, Silver Burst, AU right now, I would have no idea what to tell you because it's looking like it can go either up or down, to be completely honest. And I don't wanna tell you it's gonna go up or down and then you lose money, bro. So I apologize, but I'd rather I'd rather tell you to just wait it out. Wait it out a little, like another week or so, and then we're set. But yeah, just for you, I'll be releasing what is it called? I'll be releasing that forex strategy for you, man. I think it'll help out a lot of people. But that's my strategy is divergence. I think it's a pretty good strategy. It's made me a lot of money. So I'll definitely be releasing that, and I hope that you can find that helpful, bro. So thank you for that donation. Thanks for the support, bro. Appreciate that. Ethereum is a good buy right now. Looking for a long-term hold. If you're holding long-term, Ethereum is always a good buy. I mean, if all you're looking for is holding crypto long-term, you buy it anytime. Really, don't hold back. Buy it anytime. What's going on with RKT? Holding at 26 bucks. RKT is just kind of trailing, bro. RKT is a piece of crap right now. And I actually see RKT going a little bit lower after it closed that gap that it just had. And you guys are keeping me on here for too long, bro. I've already been here for like an hour, man. But yeah, RKT, I see it trailing down, dude. On the weekly, it looks like it's gonna hit another. I'm sorry. On the week, it looks like it's gonna hit another what is it called? Another bear week. But you know what? This is actually a pretty good example of how I use different time frames. So on the weekly, we can see that we're relatively still bullish, right? On the weekly. On the daily, it looks like we are about to break towards the upside again, right? It looks like we're about to create another red trigger on the reverse MACD. And the Stokes still looks like it's trailing down, but again, if this were to actually get created, for the most part, I'm still bullish. Why? Because the week is still sort of bullish. So that means this day jump might actually be a little bit higher than before. It might actually jump to like, I don't want to say 23 bucks, but you know, I would possibly take a buy anywhere between $18 and like 40 cents all the way up to like $18.80. So anything between here would probably be a buy for me, just by looking at the chart. Like I would probably swing this up to like previous resistance of like what, like 20 bucks or something. I'd probably buy here, swing this to like $20 to be honest. Like this previous resistance of $20.20. That's what I would probably do with RKT. But yeah, RKT looks like it's probably going to go up a little bit. Long term, still a good hold. Short term, absolute piece of shit, man. RKT is an absolute piece of crap. Short term, but long term, it's a solid play. They're doing good. L waves. Oh, you're talking about Elliott waves. Oh no, I mean I don't really look at. So this is a response to Blue Core. I don't really do Elliott waves. I only do my own TA. I don't really look at other indicators because I don't want to have too much. I don't want to have too many things going on in a chart or too many things in my head. All I'm doing really is just trading based off of my own strategy. If I were to look at other indicators or, you know, look at the Elliott wave, look at the Bollinger Bands, look at all these other things, you know, it would not be, I would not be consistent, right? Like you have to focus on one thing and trade that, you know, to your core's end, bro. Unless I find something, you know, the strategy that I use, I find it's relatively accurate. But you know, if I find something that's even more accurate than how I trade right now, then I would definitely switch, right? And you know, as far as the Elliott waves, like I mean, I wouldn't even look at them just because it's not my strategy. Like I don't trade with those indicators. I'm doing it full time now. That would be fire. You're doing forex full time, dude? That's insane. That's crazy. I would not be able to do trading full time, man. It'd be too. I mean, I would love it, to be honest. I would probably make more, but yeah, not I probably wouldn't do full time just yet. Maybe a little bit later, I probably would do full time trading, to be honest. Very excited for the forex trading video. Thanks, bro. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it because it's so long. By Irene News. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but yes, I'll be releasing that TA video on how I do my actual analysis and TA on for forex. And hopefully that's like a little golden nugget that can kind of help you guys out and stuff. I'll be ending. I'm gonna be ending the live because I'm already over an hour and I gotta go hang out with my wife and my baby, guys. So thank you to everybody that came on stream. You guys are absolutely amazing. I want to thank Isaac, man. I want to thank Marcos. I want to thank Silver. I want to thank Travis, bro. Thank you guys so much for donating and supporting to the channel, man. I really appreciate that. That's absolutely insane. And I hope that, you guys can keep supporting me and keep watching me and stuff. And I keep helping you guys out in all your trading and stuff. And hopefully everybody makes a crap ton of money, man. Payne, Elliot, thanks, bro. You keep up the good work. But thank you to everybody. I really appreciate all the love. Appreciate all the super chats, man. That's absolutely insane. I'll keep releasing the how-to videos and stuff to help everybody out. And hopefully, I can kind of share my TA strategies and everything that I do as far as, stocks or forex or whatever, and kind of teach you guys a little bit. Because I know it's definitely complicated. It took me years to figure out how to do certain things, right? And if I can kind of set that up in a nice little package and just post it up on YouTube, then that would be like amazing, right? So thank you to everybody. This was a random live on a Monday. Really appreciate everybody for coming on, but I'll see you guys later. Hope you guys have an amazing Monday, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.